इस तरह के ना आप लोगों के सबमिशन मेरे को रिक्वेस्ट बहुत इरिटेट करते हैं। जब हमारे यहाँ 100 के 100 पूरे क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं, फाइनल हियरिंग के मैटर हो जाते हैं पूरे, आप लोग आते नहीं है, उसके बाद बोल रहे हैं फ्रेश में रखिए। क्यों रखेंगे फ्रेश में? Who will decide how the authority will decide this issue? The authority to direct the employer to make payment with regard to PF deduction in respect of other employees.
Other who are already employees, that
who are they?
There was no reference.
Who are they? And how such deduction can be made?
The Regional Provident Fund Commissioner to resolve on the dispute or doubt if an employee is entitled or required to become or continue as a member, whereas the employee and employer relationship has been decided. If my lords may see P1, my lords, the relevant page is page 20, my lords. Order under section 26B of EPF scheme 1952. Page 21, my lords, para 5 is the scheme that is being referred. Whereas under section 26B of the scheme, the resolution of doubt, if any question arises as to whether an employee is entitled or required to become or continue as a member, or as to the date from which he is entitled or required to become a member, the same shall be referred to the Regional Provident Fund Commissioner, who shall decide the same, provided that both the employee and employer shall be heard before passing an order in the matter. Thereafter, my lords, may be pleased to see that we were noticed, we said that he is not our employee. And page 27, my lords, para 28, last 3 lines.
Who passed the order?
Well, it's a Regional Provident Fund Commissioner, my lords. Page para 28, last 3 lines. In lieu of an office boy, it clearly establishes employee-employer relation. Importantly, Kharcha Pani subsistence payment clearly shows that Shri Pradhan had economic dependency on the establishment. So this is a finding recorded, and the operative part thereafter is at page 28, order. Now, I have gone through the records as well as oral and written submissions made by the complainant, establishment and the department. It is very clear that the establishment has not paid the statutory dues as required under the Act and the scheme framed thereunder for Shri Kanti Pradhan during the course of inquiry. Sufficient opportunities were given to the establishment, complainant and department to raise the counter and objection which they have availed. In view of the facts that the submissions as discussed above, I, Gaurav Dongra, Regional Provident Fund Commissioner 2, District Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh, think fit and accordingly hold that the complainant Shri Kanti Pradhan as employee under section 2F of the Act and direct the establishment to remit the PF deductions in respect of the complainant and similarly placed employed under the provisions of the Act and various schemes. So he could not have decided on the point that whether he is an employee or not. I have read the provisions, which he has himself quoted. And it was a case when the complaint was made that 2006 complete salary has not been paid. Joined.
Yes, Mr. Kale.
My lord, section 26 is very much clear, my lord. Whenever there is a doubt to be resolved, then the regional provident
doubt about what?
About an employee, my lord.
Relationship.
Yes. Employer.
Then matter will be referred to the Regional
Provident Fund
Commissioner.
Yes.
And he will decide whether there is relation between the employer and employee or not.
Yes. That is what has been decided, my lord.
But he has decided something more.
He is an employee under section 2.
He has directed the establishment to make payment of EPF deductions, PF deductions.
That is
whenever my lord, whenever
he should have first decided relationship. Thereafter, again, notice was required to be issued to the employer, and thereafter this issue could have been decided by the authority.
My lord,
where is procedure?
Procedure, my lord. Once
show me procedure in the book.
Procedure, my lord. Procedure is, my lord, 26B ka to procedure has not been laid down.
26B mein hai, with regard to relation only.
Relation. That relation has been established.
And where is procedure to determine the quantum or amount of PF deduction?
Yes, ma'am. Para 36 mein kindly be seen, ma'am.
Para 36
of the scheme of 1952, Employees Provident Fund Scheme. Duties of employer. Once an employee becomes,
who will decide? How the authority will decide this issue?
My lord, when it has been decided that he is the employee of that employer, now after that it becomes the duty of the employer to remit every month on the 15th of every month the contributions, my lord. Whatever salary is being paid, 10%, 12% uska, ye sab hai, that is all to be paid, because that is the duty. No order is required to be made. Now, my lord, what my learned friend has
And for the complainant and similarly placed employees.
yes,
He exceeded his jurisdiction when application was moved by one person, one employee.
yes.
Where was the occasion for the authority to direct the employer to make payment with regard to PF deduction in respect of other employees?
Other who are already employees, my lord, that
Who are they?
relationship.
Who are they?
There was no reference.
Who are they? And how such deduction can be made?
My lord, whoever are the employees, that
Yes,
employer
it's
knows.
not answer, Mr.
Employer knows, my lord. Employer knows who are their employees. एक आदमी के बारे में था, that has been decided, my lord. Now there is nothing wrong with that.
आपकी बात मान भी लेते हैं.
That is,
But with regard to other employees, similarly placed employees, how such order can be passed?
no, similarly placed employees means, my lord, that if in a broader
How
way,
many employees are there?
that employer would see, my lord, how many employees, because
When no application has been moved by the employees before the authority concerned,
Yes.
how the authority can direct the employer to make payment with regard to PF deductions?
to that extent, my lord, that
How it can be
to that extent, my lord, to that extent, the order may be erroneous. To that extent, my lord. But the rest of the order is very much, my lord, within the parameters of law, my lord. And being a social welfare legislation, my lord, such
आप
an
किसके लिए आ रहे हैं? आपने वकील नहीं किया है? ये अभी तो स्टे कर रहे हैं, जवाब पेश करिए. ठीक है, देखेंगे.
moreover, one more submission, my lord. The petition has been constituted by making respondents EPF and Regional Provident Fund and all, and the proceeding has been initiated between the Central Board of Trustees, and that can be seen in the order itself, my lord.
Yeah.
Page 20. So that was a necessary party, my lord.
Who is necessary party?
Central Board of Trustees, my lord.
Uh-huh.
Peज 20 में
Where it is mentioned?
ऊपर लिखा है, ऊपर लिखा है.
Central Board of Trustees
versus Hind Energy Coal, मैडम.
Yes, Mr. Deshmukh.
ये राइट साइड में पेज 20, राइट पेज 20 में.
तो पार्टीज ही हुई थे सेंट्रल बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रस्टीज, तो आपने बनाया क्यों नहीं? अब भाई देखिए, इसमें पार्टी ही लिखा हुआ है, सेंट्रल बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रस्टीज ईपीएफ थ्रू ईपीएफओ डीओ बिलासपुर वर्सेस
उसके लेबर इन्फोर्समेंट ऑफिसर के थ्रू कर रहा हूं. दैट हैज बीन इंक्लूडेड.
इसमें लिखा हुआ है सेंट्रल बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रस्टीज ईपीएफ थ्रू ईपीएफओ डीओ बिलासपुर, लिखा है कि नहीं लिखा है?
मतलब
जब पार्टी थे तो
सेक्शन 5C में also be seen.
मतलब we'll incorporate it during the course of the day. मतलब there is a technical objection, but the other
टेक्निकल नहीं है,
मतलब the enforcement
substantial objection
goes to the root of the
labor enforcement officer who has initiated, and the employees provident fund organization through regional provident officer is a
करके आइए इसको आप, तब कर सुनेंगे. अभी क्या हो रहा है? अभी ऑर्डर कब हुआ है?
मतलब order has been passed, मतलब on the 15 days time was there. मतलब it
ठीक, इसको परसों रखते हैं, परसों आइए,
मतलब
तो फ्राइडे को.
मतलब
At the request of Mr. Sinha, call this matter on Friday.
as a fresh matter. मतलब
नहीं, आइए में ही रखेंगे. क्यों रखेंगे फ्रेश मैटर में? आप बता दीजिए. टेल मी वन रीजन.
no मतलब I'm just saying मतलब
इस तरह के ना आप लोगों के सबमिशन मेरे को रिक्वेस्ट बहुत इरिटेट करते हैं. जब हमारे यहाँ 100 के 100 पूरे क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं, फाइनल हियरिंग के मैटर हो जाते हैं पूरे, आप लोग आते नहीं है, उसके बाद बोल रहे हैं फ्रेश में रखिए. क्यों रखेंगे फ्रेश में?
मतलब we'll take a turn in that.
and for respondent 1 and 2, madam.
Mr. Pillai for 1 and 2, Mr. Kranti Pradhan